Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I just wanted to go over some of my favorite fragrances that I use pretty regularly. I like to experiment a lot. So a lot of times you'll see soaps that have like new fragrances and I'm just trying to figure out whether or not it's going to misbehave on me or whatever. But usually I try to do a lot of research, read a lot of reviews before I test it out. And I always make sure my soap temperature is low enough so that I know that if it does accelerate or rise or anything like that, it's probably due to the fragrance oil. So anyway, these are fragrances that I constantly am buying again and again and again because I really like them. They behave very well. They smell really good in soap. They last for a very long time. So without further ado, some of these do discolor, by the way, and I'll let you know which ones. But here they are. So the first one, which does discolor soap, is called Berries and Cream, and it's from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It's a crafter's choice fragrance, and I can't describe it. I mean, it's berries and cream. It smells so good. It's like fruity but sweet at the same time. And I wish the camera had smell-o-vision because that would be so awesome. But anyway, so Berries and Cream is one that I always go back to. Another one that discolors is Caribbean Coconut, but I love this one as well. I have made several soaps with this. My more recent favorite is Johnny Utah, and I'll post a picture of that here so you can see what that is. I haven't remade Johnny Utah yet, but it would be good if I did because I really, really liked it. I still have a couple bars left of him, I believe. I am not sure, but anyway. So Caribbean Coconut is not, it's different than a lot of other coconuts, like what you think of when you open it up and smell it. Here, I'll see if I can. It's not like suntan lotion, you know? A lot of people, when they hear coconut, they think, you know, copper tone or something like that. But that's not this. This is like, and it doesn't smell straight like coconut either. There's something about it that's just a little bit different. And I want to say it's a good coconut fragrance with a little bit of like ozone to it. I don't know if that's like the best way to describe it, but that's, you know, kind of what I'm thinking. But anyway, so Caribbean Coconut, I've used this one for years and years and years, just like Berries and Cream, probably going back to like 2010. I don't know. It's been a while. So anyway, that's number 2. Another one that I don't think any of these others discolor, but the next one I use a lot is Moroccan Mint. And if you look at my wood grain soap video, I use that fragrance for my petrified soap, which is a blue wood grain. There's just a cool crispness about it. This behaves very well in soap. It doesn't discolor. It doesn't accelerate. Oh, I will mention that Caribbean Coconut does accelerate just a little bit. But if you see the picture of Johnny Utah, you can see that it doesn't accelerate it enough to where you can't do anything with it. So anyway, with that out of the way, Moroccan Mint is just like perfection in a bottle. I love this one. It's like an herbal mint, so it's not like straight slap you in the face peppermint or spearmint or anything like that. There's like an herbal undertone to it that's not like a gross stringent herbal. I don't know how to explain it either. It's like, I don't know, it's really good. There's like a little bit of sweetness to it too, but yeah, so this is another one that I constantly am returning to. And so far, all 3 of these have been from Wholesale Supplies Plus, and they're the Crafter's Choice fragrances. Another one from Wholesale Supplies Plus as a Crafter's Choice is Irish Spring. This one does accelerate just a little tiny bit. Again, not like a ton, but if, you know, you make sure your temperatures are low enough and you're using like carrier oils that aren't going to advance the batch, like shea butter is really notorious for doing that. But anyway, so Irish Spring. I just make soap for home with this. I could make some, you know, for the site, but it smells just like Irish Spring, and it lasts so long in soap, and it doesn't discolor, And my husband loves it because it's more manly because it smells like Irish Spring. But obviously I use it too. So it's, you know, women can use it too. But anyway, so that's another one that I'm always returning to. Another one is Pink Grapefruit. This is another Wholesale Supplies Plus Crafter's Choice fragrance. This one behaves beautifully, just like Moroccan Mint. It doesn't accelerate, it doesn't discolor, and the fragrance sticks in the soap really well. And it's that like real sharp, juicy, like grapefruit smell. I really love this one. I've made so many bars with this. I used to visit this massage therapist, and I made a custom batch, a custom set of bars for her shop that had this fragrance in it. This one and Rose. And which is another fragrance I have returned to, but I can't call it a favorite yet because I haven't used it for years. But anyway, so Pink Grapefruit, excellent. I'm excited to use it again. In fact, I might use it again in another one soon, just because there's a soap that I was looking through some of my old pictures, and it was one that I had submitted to a contest like literally 11 years ago. And it came in second place, and I was looking at it, I was like, man, I should really redo that one because it is really cool looking. So I'll do that, probably with Pink Grapefruit because it behaves so well. The next one is another, oh gosh, I just smeared that, is another Wholesale Supplies Plus fragrance from Crafter's Choice, and it's Lime Mint. Let's go ahead and rewrite that on here. And this fragrance does accelerate. Well, it accelerated my last batch. I don't really know. I mean, I guess it behaves okay. But anyway, the staying power of this in soap is just phenomenal. I love this fragrance. It's not like a gross lime mint either. So like it sounds like when you mix citrus and mint together that would be kind of gross, but not with this one. This one, it's definitely hard to explain, but there is a sweet undertone to it, but it does not discolor. So that's Lime Mint. And this is just a small bottle. I've got like several of these in my cabinet. Another one I returned to is this one. So this one is a misbehavior, but it smells so good and it lasts so well in soap, but it's called Stormy Nights. And this one accelerates and rices, but it is still workable. So I believe I've mentioned this in another video before, but I'll post another picture of the soap I used this in here. And yeah, you can even see that there's like ricing going on in there, but I was able to make like a mica line and everything. But I would suggest if you decide to use this fragrance that you do something like a rebatch or like a hot process or something where you don't care about swirls or anything fancy. So anyway, that's Stormy Nights. And this one smells like, gosh, it's like a ozone-y. There's the cap. It's like floral ozone. I don't know. It's a real nice fragrance. If you don't like floral, you probably won't like this, but I really love this. And I'm not a big fan of floral either. I just, if it's too heady, it won't work for me. Okay, so now we're getting into different territory. So this is, well, actually, no, here's another one. Another one from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Now this is one, that I've had somebody else say is their favorite as well, and it's Lemongrass Green Tea from Wholesale Supplies Plus, Crafter's Choice. This one's not open yet, so I can't explain the smell, but it's just, it's like if you've ever smelled lemongrass, it's definitely something different to describe. It does have that punchy, sour, lemony fragrance behind like an herbal note, but also with the green tea aspect of it, it's a little bit more herbal than that, but it's a soft fragrance, but it lasts very well in soap as well. So now, the reason I'm going to have more of these Wholesale Supplies Plus ones than I am for this next company is because I have been buying fragrances from them forever, probably since I started. I don't know, like back in 2005 or 6 or something like that. So I'm very familiar with the company. I've seen it go through all of its changes and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting. So in the last, I want to say maybe 7 or 8 years, I've started dealing with this company called Nature's Garden Candles. So I really like their fragrances, but I will say, honestly, of all the Nature's Garden Candles fragrances versus like the Crafter's Choice, I would say ratio wise, the Nature's Garden fragrances don't persist in soap as much as these fragrances do. Now, granted, there are representatives from each company that, you know, stick in soap and smell very good and all that stuff, which is why there are some from Nature's Garden on the list. But as a whole, I would say that Crafter's Choice tends to stick better in soap than Nature's Garden Candles, and just in all the experimentation I've done. With that being said, this one is a relatively new fragrance to me, but I'm going to keep going back to it because this is what I made mod circles out of, and it smells just so good. It's like really, I don't know, it's just like what you would expect it to smell like, just like a juicy ring of pineapple and maybe a little sugar on top. It's really good. It behaved really well for me. You can see how intricate that Mod Circles design is, and this behaved very well. I will say there's a slight discoloration that occurred with it. I'll grab one. So here's a little bit of discoloration in here. This was supposed to be white. I don't know, and I don't remember. I'd have to go back to the video. I don't know if I colored that. I think I did, with some white mica, and it still kind of turned out this yellowish color, but it still smells really good. And I made that like months ago, and it's still just, you know, doing strong. So anyway, Iced Pineapple from Nature's Garden Candles. These two fragrances, they came, you know, and I typically like to move things from plastic to glass, which I have not done with this one yet, but I have done with these two. There's Hot Pink Lime. This is just a fresh lime fragrance. There's nothing special about it, but it behaves really well, and it does stick in soap also. I made a soap years ago called Peridot, and I'll mark it here. And it was part of my gemstone line, and I did an ombre with it with some piped tops, and it just, I don't know, it was really nice, and it smelled so good for years later because I had that one sitting around for years. And yeah, so this one is a good one. This one is called OMG Olive, which is kind of a dumb name in my opinion, but I used this one in my gemstone line as well under Opal. This one does discolor a touch, kind of similar to the Juicy Pineapple, or the Iced Pineapple. But really, this fragrance reminds me a lot of, I don't know, like, if any of you guys have gone to maybe a Sephora or, you know, tested out a fragrance called Clean Reserve Skin, I think it is. It's like the most basic fragrance they have. This is very spot on to that. And I don't know if this is like their version of a dupe or what, because it doesn't say on their website. At least as of right now, it doesn't say that. But anyway, that's what this fragrance reminds me of. It's a very warm, soft fragrance, very feminine. It's not floral. It's, well, no, it's not really floral. It's just, it's hard to explain. It's sweet. Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to try it out for yourself. Or if you find yourself in a Sephora and you come across their perfume samples and you can test out like the Clean Reserve Skin, that's exactly what this smells like. So anyway, those are the fragrances that I'm constantly going back to. There's another one on my list that I am out of right now, so I can't show you, but I did use it in my failed Weirwood batch, the second one. And it's called Rosewood Musk. I want to say it's from Wholesale Supplies Plus, but I can't remember. truth be told. But it is also an amazing fragrance. It's like what if you were to build like a fresh, I don't know, something made out of wood, like some new piece of furniture, fresh piece of wood. It smells like that mixed in with a little bit of like, just like a musky, light floral smell. It's so hard to explain, but it smells so good. It behaves so well. I would say Rosewood Musk and Moroccan Mint are like parallel with each other as far as like how they behave and how they act, how they stick in soap and everything like that, and just like the complexity of the fragrance itself. So I highly recommend that one as well. And yeah, so all of these fragrances, I'll list them all below for you if you want to check them out yourself. There's probably others that I'll come across. Like, I mean, I have a lot of really great fragrances. I just feel like over the years, I've always returned to these, except for the iced pineapple, just because this one's new to me. But yeah, so these are like kind of staples. And you'll have like your typical ones like black raspberry, vanilla, stuff like that. It behaves well and it smells good and all that stuff, but it's just not my favorite. So like, even though I've bought it a couple times, it's more because other people like it and it's just not my favorite. These here are like, I like these as well. So not to say that there aren't other like really great fragrances out there that I'm missing in this list or anything. These are just specific for me. But and I might say oatmeal, milk, and honey would go on here as well. But anyway, that is all. I will, again, I'll link these in the thing below. And yeah, I hope to catch you guys in the next one. See ya.